Hi, welcome. Simon here, and I hope you're doing well. In this video, I'll walk you through step by step on how to set up Ubiquiti M5. So this is the nanostation M5, and you need to have two of these devices in order for you to communicate to each other. And kind of like give you a quick walkthrough here. The internet bandwidth speed can go up to 150 megabytes per second, and the range is about 10 kilometers. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. It is still brand new in the box, and let me go ahead and cut out the tape right here. So before I continue setting up the nanostation, I'd like to kind of give you a diagram on what do we expect of this box right here. So assuming that what you're trying to achieve is to send a signal, a wireless signal from one house to the another house. So let's just say this is your internet service provider, right? That you pay monthly for the internet service. So this one here give you an internet into your, let's just say, A building. So you have it in an A building. You have the internet here going on, and here you have a little router, right? A little 3 Wi-Fi antenna here, and this is shooting broadcasting internet at home. However, you do have a cottage, or maybe I don't know, like a barn somewhere, maybe within 10 kilometers distance, right? Or less than that. And let's just say you need to have a B building to have internet. Instead of getting another internet service provider, which would cost you double the internet every month, the monthly bill, double your bill every month. Instead of having two internet service provider, what you can do is you can invest this nanostation M5, and you're trying to shoot the signal right from your A building to the B building. So this is shooting the signal, and this is receiving the signal. So B would be your station, and A would be your access point. Got it? So one of this would be your access point, and the second one of this would be your station. All right. So once they broadcast the signal and shooting to the B, now your B would have internet and so on and so forth, right? So this can apply to like the B building, or you can apply it to your camera. So if you have a PoE camera, and you can apply this system, or if you can go into a router, or could be something else, up to you. All right, let's move on. So we're going to open up the box and see what is inside. So you have the Ubiquiti device itself, a little manual book here, so it can be very helpful for you. Wired, zip tie, and a power over Ethernet injector. Okay, so this is what it powers up the device. So let's put this on the side. Same process, same thing. That's all we need from here. Okay, let's go ahead and take things apart and set it up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to label it for you. At least you can follow along. So this would be the access point, or we call it AP, and this is your A building, right? Stick it here, and this is going to be your station, and will be your B building. Stick it right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and set it up. Very straightforward. This is your injector. Connect this and connect this to your outlet. Same thing for the B. Connect this and connect this to your outlet. All right, I have a little outlet right here. Like that. So the next step you need to have is to go ahead and get yourself some internet cables. All right, so here I have the gray cable. Connect this to your PoE. Stands for Power over Ethernet. And you need to go ahead and stick it underneath, or stick it in here. So what I did was I popped the thing out and you stick it into the LAN. Here you go. All right. So what it does is this PoE, Power over Ethernet, is powering up the access point, and you can see that the power light is on here. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same for the station. Stick it in here and stick it in the LAN port right here. Okay, so it's building A is powering up and building B is powering up as well. Now the next step, what we need to do is to do the configuration. We need to configure the access point first. What you need to have is you need to have additional cable right here, Ethernet cable. I'll be using the orange Ethernet cable. What I need to do is I need to connect the LAN, L-A-N. Go ahead and plug it in here. And we're going to connect this to your computer. You can set this one up using a Mac, or you can set this one using a Windows or PC. And I'll be using the PC for this setup. Majority of you guys here would have a PC. So let's go ahead and go with the PC. Now this is my desktop. I'm just making an extension internet plug. So what you want to do is you want to plug into your computer, either your laptop or your desktop, at the back of the Ethernet port. Go ahead and plug it in. And you can see that the light is on and we're ready to do the configuration now. What you want to do is, let me go ahead and switch the monitor screen here. Okay, now you can see this is my Windows screen. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is go to Control Panel. Click on your Start and type it in Control Panel. Click on that. We need to do some configuration on the network on your computer first, so that we can do the setup here for the access point. Go ahead and click on Network and Internet. Network and Sharing Center. Here it says Ethernet 2. You see the blue little wording right here? Okay, you want to click on that. My one says Ethernet 2. Yours could be 3, 4, 5, whatever that is. Click on that. The window would pop up. The next step you like to do is to click on Properties. And you can see this here. It says Internet Protocol version 4 TCP IPv4. Go ahead and double click that. Now by default, your computer is obtaining an IP address automatically. what we want to do is we want to assign a static IP on your desktop or your PC so that we can configure the access point. Let's go ahead and put in a number 192.168.1.21. So 21 would be assigning to your computer, and the access point is the .20. Okay, we'll get into that in just a minute. So let's continue with the subnet mask. Your subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. The default gateway, you can put 192.168.1.1. Okay, and click OK. Click OK. Close this and close your control panel. The very next step you like to do is to go ahead and open up your browser. You can do it in Chrome, Firefox, or Microsoft Edge. Here on the very top white bar, the URL bar, you want to go ahead and type it in 192.168.1.20 and press enter. It will bring you to this page because the access point here is .20, right? So bring you to this page as your connection isn't private. That is okay. Go ahead and click advance and click continue. Now here is your default first time setting up. You need to go ahead and agree the terms. The username would be UBNT and the password is UBNT as well. Country, I'll be using United States, and let's click login. Once you log in, the first thing it says here, it says you're using default administrator password. Please change in system page. Let's go ahead and click on system. You bring you to the system tab. Here, you want to give it a name. We'll be naming it as A building, right? So this is the A building. Select the time zone. I'll be selecting Hawaii. Under administrator username, I'll leave it as the default UBNT. And you see this little key icon. Go ahead and click on the key. You want to change the password. It recommends to change the password. Let's go ahead and do that. The default is UBNT. My new password will be UBNT1. Verify UBNT1 again. And that would be my password. You can change it to any password you like. Okay. Now make sure you click the change. You see this button change right here at the bottom right. So make sure you click on that. We have just changed the settings, but we have not applied to the settings yet. So leave it without clicking the apply. Just change for now. Next, you want to click on wireless tab. You see this wireless tab here? Okay, go ahead and click on that wireless tab. Under wireless mode, we want to change this to access point. Remember, the A building is your access point. Now we want to give it a SSID. What it does is, remember that we are putting up the signal. We are sending the signal. Let's just say you installed it up on your roof and you're going to sending wirelessly over to the B. Remember that, right? So sending a signal. What are we going to do here is we're going to name a Wi-Fi settings. I'm just going to name hello, HELLO, as my SSID for now. So let's go ahead and type it in hello. That's the name of the Wi-Fi that I like to set it up. The channel, you can leave it to 40 megahertz. Or you can switch it to 20 megahertz if the distance is further. If you feel like you have 5 kilometers, half of the distance of this device can perform, you might want to change it to 40. But if you have very far distance with all the trees or buildings, maybe not the buildings, like the pillar or the trees, you might want to change it to 20. But if you don't have anything, a clear sight, from A to B, you're just going to select as 40. Up to you, your preference. I'll just leave it as default as 40. Here, the output power is 23. Let me just reduce down to 13. My other video, I explained the reason, but anyway, just follow along. Reduce down to 13, you'll be fine. Okay, for wireless security, you want to change it to WPA2. Go ahead and give yourself a password. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's my password. And make sure you click change. Once you click change, the next step I'd like you to do is to click on network. On the tab right here, on the gray tab, network. Network mode is bridge. Everything stays as default. The next thing you like to do is to click on this DHCP. Manage IP address, go ahead and select DHCP. Once you selected DHCP, click change. And we are pretty much done. You do not have to do any configuration on advanced or any configuration on services. I assume the A and B, your distance is within the capacity of this device that can perform. Once you have done the last step, which is the DHCP right here, go ahead and click apply. And you're done with setting up the settings on the access point. Okay, so we're going to close the browser. We are going to configure the station now. So what we're going to do is we are going to switch over the cable here from the A building over to the B building adapter. So make sure you plug it into your LAN. Okay, and here I still have it connected to my computer. Nothing have changed. I'm using the same computer still. The control panel default is the same. Remember that the control panel that I did was the 192.168.1.21. So you still need to have the same settings for your B building configuration. Okay, so I'll be using the same. I do not have to do anything because it is the same computer. Let's continue with the setup. Now go ahead and open up your browser. In the browser here, on the very top, type it in 192.168.1.20. Press enter. Again, click on advanced and continue. Again, read the terms and condition, agree to that. Username by default is UBNT. Password UBNT again. Select the country code United States and click login. Once you have logged in, go ahead and click on system at the very end because we do need to change the password. Under device name, we're going to give it a name for B building, right? We are setting up for this B building. Time zone, selecting Hawaii. Username, default, change the password UBNT, UBNT1, UBNT1. That is my new password, right? Click change. Now you want to move to the next, which is the wireless. Click on wireless. Now the wireless mode, leave it as station. Remember that this is station. Okay, so the B would be station. Under SSID, now what the B is doing, assuming you're setting up here on your device, up on the roof, what the B is doing here is, hey, where is my Wi-Fi? What is your Wi-Fi name? I need to connect. Right, the B station is looking for the Wi-Fi. Remember the Wi-Fi that we set up was hello on here, access point. So there's one way to do it is click on select. When you click on select, this little window would pop up and it will show you your entire neighbor's Wi-Fi. So you can see some of your neighbor's Wi-Fi listed on the pop-up screen here. We are not connecting to your neighbor's Wi-Fi. We are looking for the Wi-Fi that we set up on the access point. Here you can see that the SSID referring to hello. Where's my hello? My hello is right here. Yes. And then the device name, I name it as A building. You can see that the device name here shows A building. So let's go ahead and check the little box here and click select. Okay, go ahead and click the select button. It would automatically fill in hello for you. Channel width, automatic, 20 or 40. Here, output, let me reduce down to 13. And we're going to type in the password. So the B is asking for what is the password for hello Wi-Fi. The hello Wi-Fi would be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? And then we click change. Once that is done, the next step you like to do is click on network. And under network, you just have to check DHCP. Once you check DHCP, click change and you click apply. All right, pretty much you're done. That's all you need to set up for station B. Now we are pretty much all set. This is all you need to do for the entire setup. Now the next step, remember, we need to go back to control panel. Make sure that we change back the settings. So go ahead and click on network and internet. Network and sharing center. Click on the little blue Ethernet number 2. Go to properties. Double click the TCP version 4. And here we want to go back to obtain an IP address automatically and obtain DNS server address automatically. We want to make sure the computer go back to automatic address. Click OK, click OK, close it, close it. We are done with the computer. Let me bring you back to the full screen of this device right here. So we have set up the A, we have set up the B. Now we can disconnect the cable here and disconnect the cable from your laptop or your desktop. And we are done with this cable. Let's put it on the side. Now here is your A, right? So what you want to do here now, imagine you are this little fella. Okay, you'll be holding the B, this right here, the station B, and you're walking across the street or, your yard. You're going into your B building and you're setting up the B antenna right here, right? So you can go ahead and disconnect all the power, walk yourself with the B setup over to this building. Now, one thing you want to do right now is the internet service provider, right? So this is your internet service provider right here. Okay, your internet service provider needs to bring the internet to your access point, right? So the internet provider needs to bring internet to your access point. So where you're going to plug the internet to. So this is your internet service provider, right? So I have it right here. So what you want to do is you want to plug it into your LAN. This is where you want to plug it in. So my internet service provider is providing the internet coming into the injector. The injector is carry the internet through this gray cable, and the gray cable is into your access point. Your access point is shooting the Wi-Fi over to the B now. So the B technically is receiving the internet. So now you walk over to the B, and what do you need to do is you just have to connect, right? You have to find another wire. You can go ahead and plug it into your LAN, right? So right here, you plug it into your LAN, and here you can plug it into your computer, into your router, or into your camera, right? You can plug it into your router, into your PC, laptop, you name it, right? So now the A is shooting internet to your B, right? The B gets the internet down to the yellow line. The yellow line come back here to the injector, and the injector is coming out to the blue cable into your camera, router, PC, or laptop, your choice. And now this is with the internet. Alright, I hope that this video helps. If you find the video is helpful, please go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you have any question, just comment below. I do read your questions. I do answer those questions as well. And if you have trouble setting it up, let me know. Now, also, I'd like to point out to you is all these devices I got is from Amazon. If you're interested buying the device here, please check the link in the description below. It will direct you directly to the Amazon by getting you the right product for this setup. I wish you all the best. I hope you learned something today. Thanks for watching. Bye now.